Use the quadratic formula to solve 3x squared plus 3x minus 1 equals 0. In this problem, the value of a is 3, the value of b is 3, and the value of c is negative 1. And once we know the values of those coefficients, we can substitute them into the quadratic formula, which is x equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Let's substitute these numbers in. We start off with the opposite of b. In this case, b is 3, so the opposite of b is going to be negative 3. Then plus or minus the square root of b squared, in this case is 3 squared, which is 9. Then minus 4 times a, which is 3, times c, which is negative 1, all over 2 times a, which in this case is 2 times 3. Now let's evaluate what's inside that square root. We still have negative 3 plus or minus the square root of. Now we're going to have 9. And then notice that we've got these two negatives that are going to cancel out. Those are going to give us plus. And then 4 times 3 times 1 is 12. And then all over 2 times 3 is 6. Now lastly, under that square root, we can add 9 and 12. And 9 plus 12 is 21. So we end up with the square root, with negative 3, plus or minus the square root of 21, all over 6. And we're going to split this up into two fractions so that we can reduce. We've got negative 3/6 plus or minus the square root of 21 over 6. And the very last thing we can do is simplify. Negative 3/6 is the same as negative 1/2. Plus or minus the square root of 21 over 6. And this is what x equals. And that's as simplified as we can get. And so our final answer is x equals negative 1/2 plus or minus the square root of 21 over 6.